Hey guys, I'm bringing you my favorites from the month of August, and I have quite a lot of them, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my favorite eye products, and these are things that I've been using nonstop. Like normally I switch between products pretty frequently just because I love to use different things, but this month I have been using this eyeshadow palette like crazy. The custom palette that I built from Coastal Scents. I actually had ordered a Z palette and some other shadows, and they didn't end up fitting in here, so I had this empty Z palette and it was driving me crazy. I don't know, I have a problem, I think, but I had an empty palette and I was like, okay, I want to fill this with some single shadows, and I know that Coastal Scents has awesome prices. Their shadows are like $1.99 for each of these little pots. So I went and picked out colors that I really was interested in, that I was excited about from Coastal Scents, and I cannot tell you how amazing these are. I think they are comparable to Makeup Geek. At least the shades that I got have been really smooth and buttery, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch some of them for you. The light in here right now is a little bit cool, so I'm not sure if you're getting a true representation of what these colors really look like, but the one in the upper corner over here is called Bronzed Peach, and it is the most beautiful crease color. It's so perfect to just deepen up and warm up the crease. I love it. I've been using that one nonstop in the crease. And then if I want to deepen it up even further, this shade right below is freaking phenomenal. It's just a beautiful, warm, sort of caramely brown, and that one is called Harvest Brown. And then again in this little matte row here, I have an even deeper brown, and this one doesn't have quite as buttery of a pigmentation, but I'm actually okay with that because it's a little bit easier to control. It doesn't go all over the place when I'm trying to blend. And so for deepening the outer corner a bit or anything like that, it's a little bit easier. This one is called Chocolatier. So that row of like neutrally peachy brown, I use nonstop. It is so easy to make an eye look with those. And then throwing in these two for highlight shades, incredible. I am in love with these. This first one is called Arctic White, and it's so pretty. I hope that you can see like the subtle satin shine on this one. Can you see that? It's just beautiful. It's such a pretty inner corner highlight, or even all over the lid shade, and then that like dusty warm crease color. It's such a beautiful natural eye look. And then the next one is kind of it's more of like a taupey version of that, so it has a sheen to it again. And again, my lighting in here is not the best, so I'm sorry if it's hard to tell, but just so in love with these shades. They're so beautiful. This one is called Sand Dune. I'm going to quickly show you some of the others. The one at the very center of the palette, and then the one down below. The one at the center of the palette was Aluminum Taupe, and it just has a much more metallic finish, but that same sort of taupey shade as Sand Dune. And then this one I have been loving for a natural smoky eye. This one is the shade, I think, yep, Kodiak. And then for some pop of color in the palette, because I have all these gorgeous neutrals, I threw in this amazing turquoise color, which is Laguna Green. I actually got Laguna Green and a couple of others of these in like a little sample kit from Coastal Scents at one point, and that's what really made me want to order them. The quality was so nice in that tiny sample that I was eager to try the individual pots, and for $1.99 you really can't go wrong. So there's that. And then the last one is this gorgeous matte blue. It's like a royal blue, which is beautiful. I have navy in my collection, but I don't have anything like this. It's actually called Indigo. That's the name of the shade. So anyway, I have been just obsessed with these. I've been able to do so many different looks with them, and they're so affordable. This whole set was like $24, so really happy with these. If you haven't checked out Coastal Scents, do it. They sent me the products in super cute packaging. They all arrived really safely, and I ended up getting a couple of samples too. They sent me some of their blush samples, and just really a good experience ordering through them online. All right, next in eye stuff. As my base, I've just been reaching for this Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer nonstop. It works. It doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't affect the sensitive skin around my eyes. It just works. It really helps hold my shadow in place. And what's awesome is if you buy a Lorac palette, you usually get one of these with it. So that's what this is. I didn't even pay for this separately. Awesome. I have been obsessed with doing my brows with this Essence pencil. This was a $2 pencil, and it is called the Eyebrow Designer. I have it in shade 04 Blonde. It's just an eyebrow pencil, but it is so good. It is so easy to sharpen. It doesn't gunk up my sharpener. It doesn't break off. It's so quick and easy. It goes on so smoothly. It doesn't tug at my eyebrows. It's just perfect. I love it. And then I smooth through my brows with this by Bodyography. It's just a duo-ended brow brush that I got in an Ipsy bag or BoxyCharm, I think. And I mean, I have lots of brushes that have a spoolie end. There's something about this spoolie though that is amazing. It is so nice to drag through my brows. It evenly distributes all of the product and it doesn't hurt. Some of these spoolies are like sharp and they scratch your eyebrow, but no, this guy, awesome. So I've been using that just religiously. And then for mascara, I have kind of a surprising favorite. I have been reaching for the Jordana Best Lash Extreme mascara, and I say it's surprising because I have favorite drugstore mascaras that I use already, and you know, this hadn't really been one of them. I picked it up to just kind of try it out, and I tried it a couple times and I liked it, but I wasn't super impressed. And then I just started using it after, you know, it had been kind of open for maybe like a couple of weeks. And I'm in love with this. So I don't know if the formula just dried out slightly over those couple of weeks, making it easier to work with, but I'm finding that it doesn't clump, that I get good definition in my lashes, I get length. It just does exactly what I expect a mascara to do. It doesn't make a mess on my eyes, it stays all day, it's easy to wash off, and it's like $4. I'm very impressed with this, so I will definitely keep using this, and it has absolutely been a favorite throughout August. On to skin products. One foundation that I don't think I've mentioned this on my channel yet. I hauled it over the summertime. I say that because I'm back in school now, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting the past couple of weeks. I really wanted to, but going back to school, I'm a teacher. It's pretty overwhelming. There's a lot going on. It's really exciting. It's a fun time of year, but I just didn't find time to get back to my channel, and I really missed you guys. So thanks for hanging in there with me, and I really appreciate your understanding that I haven't posted a video in a little while. Anyway, I purchased this over the summer, and it's the Sephora Tinted Fusion foundation, and it's really, really nice. It's so smooth. It has you shake it up and it has like a little dropper, so you can drop a little bit on the back of your hand. You can mix it in with your moisturizer and create like a custom BB cream. It's just really natural looking. I find that it's like my skin but better, but it does give me coverage and I can build it up. So if I put on a layer of it and I have like some blemishes going on or something that I really feel like I want to cover, I can let that set and then add a little bit more, dab it onto the areas that need more coverage, and it doesn't look cakey as it builds up. The one slight thing that I have to be careful of is it can collect in my pores a little bit if I don't wear a primer underneath it. So if you have that problem where you have some enlarged pores, you might want to just throw on a primer first, but then I think that you would find this foundation to be just really natural and nice, but it does give coverage too. So, and I like that it feels like a high quality product. You know, it's Sephora, their store brand, so it's a good quality product, but it's not quite as expensive as high-end. I think this one costs like $25. Hands down, my favorite concealer of the month has been the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer. This has such good coverage. It's creamy, it's blendable, it's brightening, it stays all day. I have nothing bad to say about this. I have been loving it. If you haven't tried it yet, try it. If you like the creaminess of the Fit Me, but you wish that you had just a little bit more coverage from it, I think you would absolutely love the Better Skin formulation from Maybelline. Give that one a try for sure. I have this one in the shade, does it say? Ivory. And if you were curious, I have this in the shade 14 Beige. I have to mention this guy again. I know I mentioned it last month as well, but I am obsessed with this finishing powder for my under eye area. I put it right under the eye and I bring it down like on that triangle. And it goes over my pores so beautifully. It really makes my pores look flawless over top of my foundation. It sets my concealer perfectly. It's brightening. It's so nice. And this is the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana. Okay, so again, I've been back to school and I'm really excited about it, but there is definitely stress as well with going back to school. And I got a big old crazy breakout going on my chin. You can see a little shadow of it right in the middle of my chin. Anyway, so I've been finding that like my foundation, just by itself, like a liquid foundation, doesn't quite cut it for coverage of the breakout zone. So I have been going over top of it with my Pur Mineral Makeup, the 4-in-1 powder. I have it in light, and I love this stuff. It's beautiful. The shade is a perfect match. The packaging is really nice and solid. It doesn't come with a sponge or anything, which is fine because I tend to use a brush for my powder anyways, or when I want ultra coverage, honestly, I use a dampened beauty blender in this, and holy cow, coverage. So been loving this, and I've been feeling like my makeup has been staying on really well throughout the school day. Like it doesn't budge with my liquid foundation and then that Pur Minerals foundation over top. It's there for good. So I love that. I recently picked up actually this. It's the Bahama Mama bronzer. I've been really looking for a bronzer that can double as a contour. I'm not big into like crazy contour. I'm a middle school teacher. I don't need to have like crazy chiseled cheeks every day, but I do, you know, I want some definition in my face. I want to make my face look alive because it gets real flat after you put foundation on. So I've been loving the Bahama Mama bronzer because it's a very neutral bronzer. I find that it makes my, you know, like the perimeter of my face look nice and bronzed, but it's not a bad color to have in the hollow of the cheek for a contour either. I think it's perfect. It does exactly what I expect it to, and it's just so easy to use. And I'm going to go ahead and mention, while I'm on the track of the bronzer, a couple of brushes that I've really been loving. For my contour, I have been using this Real Techniques Sculpting brush. It's super soft. It's super easy to chisel out that cheek, and then with the softest part at the top to just blend it up so that you don't have a harsh line. I've been absolutely loving that. And when I'm not using my dampened beauty blender to apply my foundation, I have been using this flat angled kabuki brush. This is from Beauty Junkies. You can buy them on Amazon, and their brushes are so incredibly soft. Oh my gosh, they're so nice. And I had been looking for an angled kabuki to apply my foundation. So I use this to buff in my liquid foundation, and it is phenomenal. I often use a dampened beauty blender, but if I want more coverage or the beauty blender's dirty and I need to reach for something else, I'll go back and forth between foundation brushes. This is by far my favorite. I get such good coverage. I get that airbrushed effect. It's so incredibly soft, and I think it's like $8 on Amazon. So you just can't beat it. I absolutely love this brush. I feel like this one in particular is just as soft as any of the IT Cosmetics brushes. So that's really saying something for a brush that's this affordable. Absolutely love it. And then last but not least, I have two favorite lip products. I have the L'Oreal Color Riche Balm. I've been wearing this so much just because it's really easy to wear. This is shade 218 Rose Elixir, and it's just such a soft, it's like a rosy neutral. So your lips look a little bit glossy, they look plump and juicy, but it's not like you're wearing like a lip color, you know? So on the daily, I have been throwing this on my lips and I absolutely love it. It's so easy to carry, you know, packaging like this with you and reapply too. So I've been loving that one. And then when I want a little bit more of a statement lip, but I still want to be kind of work appropriate, I am wearing right now, and I have been wearing this shade by ColourPop. It's their Ultra Matte Lip Cream, and it is in Solow, S-O-L-O-W, and I love it. It's the shade I'm wearing right now. It's actually a matte lip cream, but I threw the L'Oreal Balm on top, so it's a little bit creamier and more comfortable, and I just love it. It's a very natural kind of rosy neutral, and that's perfect for me for an everyday look. I do wear crazy colors to work, even though I'm, you know, a middle school teacher. I don't have somewhere glamorous I'm going, but I just love makeup so much that I'm not afraid to put on whatever colors I feel like wearing. But, you know, as we started school, just to kind of get myself into the swing of things, I've been reaching for things that have been very easy to wear, and between this amazing Z palette and these easy lip colors, I've really been loving the looks that I've been getting. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about these products that I talked about, please let me know. If you have some favorites that you've been into for the month of August that you think that I would like, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. I love talking makeup, so please leave me some comments. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next video. Bye.